I'm one tired asshole. Tired. Just had dinner, turkey sandwich, and some corn chips made by south of the border. They're really good. You take them, get you a little bowl of them or a paper plate full of them, and put them in the microwave and nuke them for about a minute. They're badass. They're really good that way. Nice hot chips. Been listening to my friend the Gator, David the Gator Broadhurst out of New York City, folks. He's the best DJ I've ever heard. We became really good friends. He discovered me. um, his station, his station is it's an internet radio station. He's got a huge audience, and it's For the People Radio 101.com. For the People Radio, all one word. For the People Radio 101.com. For the People Radio 101.com is bad to the bone, folks. He's hilarious. You gotta turn to. You can tune in. You got a Bluetooth. You tune in on your iPhone, and when you do, you can hit save, send, or whatever, and send it to your notes, and you can go to the station through your notes, and it'll be in your notes all the time on your apps. And you want to listen, you just click on your For the People Radio 101.com and tune in to the Gator on your iPhone. It'll be red, and the background will be red. It'll say For the People Radio 101.com, and you hit the play button and it starts playing. Bluetooth it to your car. You can listen to the Gator 24/7, and he plays a lot of repeat radio shows that are really good. He talks to me on my phone live, and we talk about my album Return of the Indian. It's a instrumental guitar rock and roll instrumental album. Features 8 songs I wrote and recorded, and recorded them at Renewal Music Studios in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. John Kleiner, he engineered it and co-produced with me, and he's very well known. He's bad to the bone drummer. He's the best drummer I ever played with. Sorry, Johnny Bolin, but John Kleiner, he's just badass. He's right on it, man. He's got soul. He heard my music and he knew exactly what to do. You know, one take, bam. And anyway, I'm really proud of the job that John Kleiner did on my album. If it wasn't for him, I don't know how I would have done it, but I've got some recording equipment of my own that I'm going to try to cut my next album on it. I've got really good ears for engineering too and mixing. And studio, Bates Brothers, they're going to master it for me. They're really good. And Ray Reach, is my favorite keyboard player and one of my dearest friends, best friends. He's going to be playing the Hammond organ and the piano and some. I want some synthesized effects on on my next record. I want it to be like nothing you've ever heard. And I got a guy named Lucky Lord DeFries. I want to sing on it, and I want Tom DeVore to sing on it, and I'm gonna sing on it. I ain't bad. Only got 1.5 lungs, but I can do it. I can still sing. I used to sing a lot. I did a single act for a couple of years, then did a duo for about a year, and then I got with David Key in the Time Machine and started playing my Black Les Paul custom that I bought back then. Wish I still had it, but I wore it totally out. I played it so much, playing 6 nights a week, and then 7 nights a week, and back in the 70s and 80s, and wow, what a trip. The guitar was just totally worn out when my son was born 36 years ago. And I played it. I had to get rid of it. The neck was warped. It had so many fret jobs. I think I traded it for a fudge tone. I don't know. I wished I'd have kept it. I wasn't that brilliant. I wasn't the brightest bulb on the tree. But for the people radio 101.com, you got to tune in. You can tune in on your phone and Bluetooth it to your car radio. You can Bluetooth it to your home system, or Bluetooth it to your hearing aids, or Bluetooth it to your earbuds. Wow, I mean, I pump it through 100. I got a Yamaha stereo with Bose 201 speakers, 4 of them, 2 on each side, and it's bad to the bone. It's a Bluetooth Yamaha receiver, and I listen to the Gator on that, and it's awesome. He plays my stuff, and he also plays stuff I hadn't even released yet. A tune for Greg Allman that I wrote. I loved Greg. He was a dear friend and a brother, and his son Michael's a dear friend of mine, and he's excellent. Michael's singing his ass off now. He's got a record out. Half-Eaten Peach is he's got a store called Half-Eaten Peach down in Newport Richey, Florida, right north of St. Petersburg. And I'm talking to Michael about putting my my backline amplifiers. There's one. It's got junk on top of it. And there's another one there. There's another one there. But it says Cabco, which is not going to be. And there's one over there. And there's one over there. Anyway, this backline cabinet that I just built, I'm playing through it on my video before this one on YouTube, and it's I'm playing a 3-watt Vox amplifier head through the cabinet, and it's a 16 ohm cabinet. You run 2 of them. It's 8 ohm load, so I suggest you buy 2 of these backline cabinets. They're designed with a kind of a Vox or an old Marshall design, kind of like that old Marshall cabinet I got sitting over yonder, and that's where I got the idea. And anyway, I started building these cabinets. I started building just a 12-inch speaker cabinet, small, which is good for like the Super Champ 2 tube head, 15 watt head with built-in digital effects. It's got a killer reverb, killer delay, killer chorus, flange. Those are great heads. 15 watts is almost just all you really need, man, with an 80 watt Celestian speaker. You can play it head through one of these backline 212 jobbers, a Marshall cabinet. I'm going to be making a 412 cabinet design. It's going to be different. It's not going to look like a Marshall cabinet. It's going to look different. I've got a great design in my head, and it's going to be badass when I get finished with it. Really is. So this amplifier speaker cabinet company I've got started, and I'm piling up my inventory so I can blammo. Michael Allman and I are talking about. We hadn't really discussed it, but he said, "Yeah, bring them on down." But for a percentage, he's going to put them in his store called Half Eaten Peach down there in Newport Richey, Florida, and I'll drive down there, probably stay at his house for a couple of days and visit, and then we'll go to his store and hang out and sell some speaker cabinets. I think I'm going to load up about 8 212-inch speaker cabinets. They're all the same design, just different Tolex and grill cloth. You know, I don't go cheap. I buy good stuff. I put Celestian. Each cabinet's got an 80-watt Celestian speaker, 2 of them in each cabinet. So you got a head that's 160 watts, it'll handle it. But nobody's 50-watt heads are the way to go nowadays. Hell, 40 watts, 30-watt heads. They're making 20-watt heads, that can handle it just about any gig around. And they make good Marshall head I've ordered. It should be in a few days. They were waiting to get them in, and they're supposed to be in stock. It's a DSL 100-watt Marshall amp. It's got effects loop. It's got 4 34L power output tubes, which are like 606s, but for British amps, and about 3 or 4 12AX7 preamp tubes. And I like the idea about the effects loop because I always play with a little delay. I like a little delay, and helps cover up my mistakes. No, actually, it repeats my mistakes. But I don't really make a bunch of mistakes. If I do, I do like Dickie Betts used to do. Turn it into. I'll do it 3 or 4 times to make people think I meant to do it. Yeah, man. Dickie Betts is one of my favorite. Actually, he is my favorite guitar player. Love the Allman Brothers all my life. And Dickie Betts, Dwayne Allman, badass. Dwayne's best slide player was then. Now his Butch Trucks, God rest his soul. His nephew, Derek Trucks. I did a show or 2 with him. I think I only did 1. I don't know. I don't remember. It's been years and years and years ago when I had a different band. It was the band. Anyway, he was only 14 years old when we opened for him here in Birmingham at the 5 Points Music Hall. Also opened for the Government Mule with Warren Haynes and Alan Woody, God rest his soul, um, at the Five Points Music Hall, and Warren Haynes, badass, killer guitar player. That beeping you hear is my insulin machine, my diabetic check machine. It checks my blood sugars, and that goes off to let me know that it's time to check my sugar. I'm diabetic. I'm also got Parkinson's disease in my legs, and it's hard to walk, but I can stand up and play. I've been working out with my legs and building up my muscle in my legs so I can actually um, uh, stand up and play. I did a gig with Black Oak. I filled in for one of their guitar players. They couldn't make the gig. Since I was in Birmingham, Jim Dandy said, "Well, let's just use Terry. Hell, he's already there." So I played that night. It was September the 14th, 2 days after my birthday. It was my 64th birthday. But anyway, I'm 66. And wasn't quite 2 years ago. Let me think. It was last September the 14th, a year before that. So last September the 14th, a year before that, we played at the Birmingham Horse Track at the county, the state fair, Alabama State Fair, and had a lot of fun. I had a hard time since it'd been like 14 years since I played with Black Oak. I had a hard time remembering some songs, but we pulled it off. You know, got some of it some of it, well, a lot of it on video that my wife recorded. I was so weak I had to sit in a stool. I stood up for a few songs, but then I just got so weak I had to go sit down on a stool with my weakness in my legs. But I can handle it now. I'm a lot stronger now than I was. But yeah, man, I was listening to 101 for the People Radio, 101.com with David the Gator Broadhurst. Best DJ I ever heard. I love the guy, man. He's a great dude. He loves the Lord like I do. We're brothers in Christ, and uh, I've got all my friends are my brothers of other mothers, and we all love Jesus. Jesus loves us, every damn one of us. Oh, I shouldn't have said damn. Every darn one of us. By cracky. So that's the ticket to a peaceful life, is having Christ in your heart, man. I feel so much better nowadays. God, you know, I used to be hooked on drugs a long time ago, pain medication for my neuropathy in my legs, and the doctor prescribed Lortab 10s. And I was taking 180 of them a month, man. I got to where I was just in bad, but I got straightened out. I was on pain medication since '92, after my brother passed away with leukemia. My brother was 7 years older than me, Roderick William Powers. He was a long time ago when we were kids. He was the drummer, and he wasn't bad. He would have been really good, but he got interested in women, and that was that was it, man. Why play with the drums when you can play with one of them things? Anyway, Um, I'm gonna I'm gonna go now and take a shower and wash my arse and my tater and all. Oh yeah. The, I guess that's Biden's inaugural uh, show. Girl, the best thing about it was who was the girl that sang it? That wasn't. Was that who sang the national anthem during the inauguration of Goofball? It looks like it was Lady Gaga. Boy, is she a sex pot. Well, anyway, uh, For the People Radio 101.com. Tune in, folks, man. It's a great radio station, man. Uh, he plays my record, the entire record. And he also talks about my amplifier company, Backline. I make really, really, really quality, tight and solid, dovetailed pine and birch and a lot of glue. I mean, you got to use glue and screws, man. I use tons of screws and glue. Make these things tight, dovetail the joints. Every one of them has got. They're tight as all get outs. And I played them so loud, trying them out, so loud that I put a 100-watt amp head on top of each cabinet, even the 12-inch speaker cabinet, and just blew the roof off this house. Of course, nobody was here, thank God, or I couldn't have done it. My wife wouldn't have let me. She'd have raised all kind of hell. Neighbors? No, I ain't got to worry about the neighbors. We're all related. My oldest son, he's my stepson Lee Kraft, and my grandkids, they live across the street to the right a little bit, and right directly across the street from me is Gwen's husband, first husband, and Lee's father. So Lee lives across the street from his mom, and next door to his dad, and then the lady next to them is the Varners. She's the mayor of the town, Mulga. His mom, and we got a great mayor in this little town of Mulga now, and Mayor Varner. Anyway, he's a really good friend of mine, and Gwen's father was Jack Higgins. He was the mayor of this little town for 16 years. And when I married Gwen, he had just become the mayor of Mulga, and I miss him. He got killed. Car fell on him. He was working on it. It was a Camaro that my brother-in-law Jack, his son Jack, had, and my father-in-law was working on it. Got up underneath it. The jack gave way and fell, and kept him from. No, I'm making a YouTube video here, man. Anyway, it's a sad story. But anyway, I'm gonna let everybody go, and I'm fixing to go take a bath and wash things. Goodbye, and God bless. And God bless For the People Radio 101.com. The Gator Show. It's great. Y'all got to tune in to hear the Gator. All right. Love y'all. Bye.